Nope. No, 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 no. This is the last straw, Black Clover, okay? This is the last straw. No more. I've had enough. Fuck it, okay? Fuck it. Ugh. Man, it's... This was the one time that I really just expected so much from you. Like, just once. This is it. This was... Why? Why didn't you... Oh, God. I can't even keep my thoughts straight, okay? Just... Wow. Why would you do that to Sisgolion? Why? 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 This was supposed to be Sisgolion's moment, okay? This was supposed to be the fight that cemented her as one of the best characters of the series. So why the fuck was episode 99 so bad? It was so bad. This was one of the biggest moments, biggest highlights in the arc. The least you could have done was give two shits about it. Come on, Black Clover, come on. I don't understand what happened here, Studio Parrot. I don't. Black Clover is one of the most inconsistent animes to be released in recent memories. Like, you get episodes that completely blow you away, but after like 30 plus episodes of mediocre garbage, which, I mean, at this point, I've followed Black Clover since the very beginning. And I've read the manga, obviously, and I'm a fan of the manga. And honestly, at this point, I've pretty much accepted that this was how Black Clover was gonna be, like, just mediocre animation until, like, big moments hit. And then they go all out with the animation. Fine. At the very least, in the past, Black Clover knew when to go all out, when to go big, when to actually get serious with their animation, where to allocate their budget to. And man, with this arc coming in, this is Black Clover's biggest arc. Biggest arc. It had some of the most memorable moments in the series, and the Sisgolion fight was supposed to be one of them. And it just sucked. It really sucked. Let me tell you why it sucked, alright? It was so damn slow. Look at this shit. Look at this. What the fuck am I... What is this? Is this supposed to be exciting? Is this what Studio Parrot thinks is exciting? No, it's not. It's so bad. Look, the fight itself, you know, when you compare it to the manga, it's pretty much panel for panel. They pretty much copied panel for panel. So, I mean, if that's the case, then Aaronoticz, what are you complaining about? If it, you know, pretty much copied the manga panel for panel, what's the problem? Well, that is the problem. It's almost an exact panel for panel adaptation. And you know why it doesn't work? It's because they don't understand what makes the manga so good. They don't understand this very simple thing that makes the manga amazing. And that is the pace. Fast-paced action. When you read Black Clover, it's exciting, it's thrilling, because things happen at a rapid pace. Arguably sometimes to a fault, but still, that's still one of the best things about the manga, is its fast pace. And this is something that Black Clover has consistently not gotten a grasp of throughout the entirety of its adaptation. It slows down the pace of the fights, of the scenes, of the moments every time. It just takes away what makes the manga such an amazing series. It just does. If you slow down the pace of Black Clover and Black Clover fights, then it's no longer Black Clover. And episode 99, Sisgolion's fight is the worst offender of this. Jeez. In the manga, Sisgolion never fucking got a break. After one attack, another attacks, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then she has to continuously fight in this situation. And that's what made it such a badass moment. That's what made it such a memorable fight. And just seeing the anime butcher that is just so fucking disappointing. But that's not all that makes this fight so memorable. A large reason why this fight is so memorable and why I feel so passionate about it is because it's the first ever fight in the arc that we actually get to see a meaningful elf fight. And the fact that it's a 5v1 is just on a whole other level on its own. And this is where I think the anime's choice of rearranging the events, rearranging the order of events, really affects this episode so much. Because sure, the events of the arc itself, they're very vague, and they could have happened simultaneously. But by doing this, by rearranging the events of the arc, it affected this match's importance. Because I'll say it again, this was the first meaningful elf fight that we got. Since Golion has to face 5 freaking elves that are arguably on the same level, or at least more powerful than Locke, which was established prior. When 2 royals, Noel and the flower guy, couldn't even stop Locke, or at least had trouble stopping Locke. And you have here Cisgolion fighting 5 of them. 5! But the fact that the anime rearranged the order of events so that the first actual meaningful fight that we got was Yami versus Torn Queen, I forgot the name, sorry. It doesn't really hold the same impact, doesn't it? What also sucked is that, I keep hearing that, episode 99 is just a sacrificial lamb. Don't worry, guys. Episode 100 is gonna be great. It's gonna be, amazing. So don't worry. Episode 99 had to be a sacrifice. Wait, what? Says Golion's fight is a sacrificial lamb? Are you fucking kidding me? Says Golion's fight, episode 99, is a sacrificial lamb to episode 100. Why? Episode 100. What happens in episode 100? What fight are we talking about? Is it the Asta versus Lich fight? Really? That's what episode 99 was supposed to be a sacrifice of for that fight? Are you kidding me? That fight didn't even mean anything. That fight didn't have even half of the impact that Cisgolion's fight had. Oh my gosh. That fight, really? The fight that didn't even have a goddamn conclusion, because guess what? They didn't even fucking try to finish it. What? Really? That fight? Episode 100? Are you fucking kidding me? You prioritized that fight over Cisgolion, who fought fucking 5 elves. Oh my gosh. It baffles me. Look, Lich versus Yuno and Asta is not a bad fight, obviously not. It's good, it's a good fight, but it's just not memorable enough. Honestly, looking back at this series, before I even reread the chapters too, just, to do my actual research on this, so that I don't look like a fucking dumbass while I make this video. I didn't even remember that fight. Wholeheartedly, I didn't even remember how it ended, how it started. It was just that forgettable of a fight. But you know what I remember the most? You know what? It's vividly ingrained into my goddamn brains and memory. It's the Cisgolion fight, because it's so much more impactful, so much more important, because it was the first ever meaningful elf fight, and it was a 5v1. Are you fucking kidding me? Look, I forgave you for the mediocre Henry Gouch Grey Gordon team up. I forgave you for the Yami Torn Queen fight that was just, oh my gosh, it was less than so. It was not even that good. And I forgave you for the fucking Fugolion resurrection scene, right? But at a point, I always expected that, okay, you know what? Get these mediocre fights out of the way. Move aside. We'll focus on the Cisgolion fight, because you know what? That's the fight that is important. And they didn't do that. It's so disappointing. Look, I'm not completely blaming the animators or the directors. I get it. Animation is hard. It's a hard thing. Obviously, you have to do budget cuts to a certain point, to a certain degree. You have to prioritize one episode of the other, and the tight scheduling that they had to endure. But I was just so excited for this fight so much. At the very least, I expected them to at least try and make this Real versus that level of quality. But no, they didn't, and it just irks me. It irks me so much. Why that would be the case. It sucks. It sucked. I've honestly just lost trust in Black Clover. I've been one of the few people that actually defended this adaptation since the very beginning. I enjoyed the manga. The manga was great, and I was kind of grateful that at the very least I was getting the series animated. And sometimes it did go all out. Sometimes it did really amaze me and surprise me, and sometimes it did really feel like it was an amazing anime. But this was just bad. Really? Episode 100? Fuck you.